Happy 4th of July, everyone. Do not blow your fingers up. You need them to clean windows. As promised, I am ordering some gliding strips for those who have high flyers. And there will be a contest set up to win these. As far as what the details of the contest is, I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm going to do a scavenger hunt. I don't know if I'm just going to randomly pick someone or just pick someone based on how many people watch my channel and how many comment the most, in the order as follows. One person that I am going to be giving strips to, who comments the most and watches every single video, Superb will be my first choice. But sorry, Superb, you're not getting it. Why? Because you're not a wag man. And that's okay, Louis. I still love you. The second person that I am going to give it to, because they support me, my efforts, and my channel, is Dave Landyfield from Pittsburgh, PA, USA. He's getting some gliding strips. Don't do anything yet, Dave. Don't jump up and down. Don't do anything yet, because they have to come by kangaroo. So it's going to take a minute. That was a joke. I think the kangaroo could probably fit a bunch of those in his pouch, though, if he had to come over here to the U.S. But anyway, these gliding strips will be giving out. There will be about a total of maybe 15 or so that will be given out over a course of this month, give or take. Just keep in mind, though, these gliding strip concepts for this new high flyer isn't the finalized version. This is a prototype. This is a testing, okay? And like I said, these were given out to anyone who belongs to the Wagtail network or Wagtail International, who posted a video of their high flyer, whether it be a picture or a video. And he's given out 20 of these. The reason that this was done is because he wasn't too much of a big fan of the color, for one thing. And secondly, he was giving it to us to try to see where the concept and how people would grasp and accept this concept. But I think it's a beautiful concept, and it works very well. There will be a finalized version of it, as well as the high flyer, in the near future. Nothing's perfect, ladies and gentlemen, so just keep that in mind. What happened with my strips when I needed it most, because I think I put too much emphasis on it working so well that I just didn't plan for the variables. So what we have going on here is the initial clips that I got. If you notice, boy, that was hard to get off. If you notice, I've added a few things. And it's funny because certain people think alike. I don't want to say too much, but just stay tuned for these strips, all right? So what happened was, the tape, double-sided tape that was on here, I did not use it in the beginning. I just kind of slid it, the plastic part, I just slid it in this side and I pushed up, and that was enough to clip it in. But over time it just kept falling out, so I ended up taking the sticky part off. But I didn't clean about a bunch of windows. I mean, I lost count because I was having fun, man. I went out there and cleaned windows like crazy. But the double-sided tape started to not stick, so I got a little upset. So I used Dave's tip of the hot glue, which that wasn't worth its, hill of beans. So that scratched that. So I went to Home Depot and I got imitation 3M lock Velcro strip. This was like the next best thing. But as I was telling some of you to comment in the video and tell me what that material was, I just got word back from Wagtail Tools, and I was told that this is Velcro itself. And the reason why Willie did this is because he did not want to change the weight of this. Remember when I told y'all it didn't change the weight, it still stayed the same? Velcro is the only thing that was going to not hold that much water, but it add just enough to clean a window and add the glide that's needed without the extra weight, which is beautiful. I would have never thought of using Velcro for that. But now that he told me that, I'm actually going to experiment with one of my extra wags and put a pad of Velcro on it because I love how this scrubs. And Willie had explained to me that the sound sounds like skin on moguls. So I hadn't really take notice, but I thought that was pretty interesting. So tomorrow I'm going to listen for that. But to not get off track, I ended up putting that on here. And initially, I took this out. You see how this is creased? Hold on, let me put the phone down. Alright, I had to go back and see where I left off at because I was talking and it was some good stuff. Now I don't even remember. Isn't that crazy? Boy, old age will do that to you. You get rigor mortis of the brain. Alright, so when I got the Velcro strips, before I knew this was Velcro, I stuck this on there like so. Alright? And that worked. And I used it just like it was. Now, that worked beautiful. I kept one on one side and one without. I didn't really see a difference except that the plastic piece wasn't on there. And that this smushed down when you were closing out, which is good because there's nothing protruding. But it doesn't matter because the same size of this plastic piece is the same tallness as the bar, pretty much. The Velcro strip raised it up a little bit, obviously, but that still doesn't really matter. So what I did was I used it like this without the plastic piece, and it worked beautiful. But as it got wet, over time it kind of flapped down like this. I need a more permanent crease. So I had to keep doing a couple things so I could put it on the glass with it like this rather than like this, and it getting caught and leaving water behind. So I ended up putting the plastic strip back on. But without saying too much, these issues are going to be changed with the updated version. But this works great as is. So there will be some different colors going on, I do believe. Because I told y'all, green is not the one he chose. But he already had rolls of this stuff, so he wanted to use them. But as you can see, they stick to this fine. So what I am going to do is, I am going to actually make a pad out of that Velcro strip on one of my spare ones and give it a whirl. You see I got black Velcro strip on this one, and as you can see, I put the zip ties on the ends so it wouldn't curl up ever again. I really didn't need to do that, because if I had used the epoxy to lay down the Velcro strips, because obviously something that's glued, if it's in and out of water, eventually it's going to come up, because it won't last. Which is why I was going to do it a different way, but I ended up not doing it, and I just put the zip ties down and just forgot about it. And it's worked ever since. But I probably Next time I'm going to experiment with the epoxy, since that seems to work the best, because it gives it a watertight seal. Willie knows this, and it just costs too much for him to do that, because the glue is expensive, and which means that the cost of these strips will go up dramatically. So in order to keep the cost down, Willie does things like that, I imagine. This is just my observation, but it's probably not too far off from the truth. But I didn't realize the camera wasn't rolling, so I don't really know where I left off, because I kept talking and I noticed my phone wasn't going. But as I was about to say, Dave is getting one without anything he has to do. Why? Because he deserves it. He supports my channel. You know, I support his channel. That's what us fellow tradesmen do. At least the honorable ones. You know, there is no jealousy going on, you know. Usually I can pretty much sense that, which is why some people don't visit certain people's channels, because they don't like to see people doing better. And that's crazy, man. That doesn't make any sense. How? Good grief. All that noise, it don't make any sense. That car ain't even going nowhere. But it's amazing how much jealousy goes on in our line of work, because we don't like to see someone doing better than us. Well, hey, man, how you gonna get mad? They're doing something you're not, obviously. So how can you hate on anybody in our trade for that? You should be congratulating them and encouraging them to want to share what they have as knowledge-wise. And the only reason why I share the knowledge that I have is because I would want someone to do the same for me. And if you don't have people supporting that, guess what? There will be nobody posting videos, you know? This is what allows us to keep posting and keep giving y'all more and more helpful insight. Because after all, the audience is the dial up. The audience is what dials up the channel. Lets them know what to put out, what not to put out. Come on, man, with all that noise, guys. Really? All that noise. That car ain't going nowhere. Shh. Young kids, boy, I tell you. He gonna find out the hard way when he smack into something. Just trying to make, show off. Alright, so that being said, if you're watching people's channels, you gotta comment, you gotta like, you gotta subscribe, or whatever it is you do. Because these people that are on here, big YouTubers and all, they don't have to do it. Some of them might be doing it for the money. Some of them might be doing it to really, truly, honestly help. I don't care about the money, because I make my own money. YouTube can't pay me enough, you know. And when they start to realize the value of my videos, maybe they'll start to pay me eventually, but who knows? But that's not my concern. My concern is helping people that don't know much about the trade and would like to. My channel's not the only channel, so I don't say just limit yourself to my channel or anyone else's channel. That's just stupid. That doesn't make any sense. You got to get all the knowledge and gain all the knowledge that you can from each and every YouTuber, because everyone has something good and everyone has something different to share. It's just a matter of, does it work for your current situation? And if it doesn't, then you can pretty much grasp the concept of ideas from all people, all walks of life, and incorporate that into your daily routine. With that being said, Macafracka, peace, peace, peace. Comment below this video if you have a high flyer and you would like these strips. Now, you don't just have to have a high flyer. These strips will go on the wide body style Wagtail, which is the orbital, which is a fantastic tool. It would also go on the Combi, and a few other wagtails. So just keep that in mind, and just comment below for those who would like these strips, and you'll have to work for it. I'm not going to just give it away, especially if you don't watch my channel or you just come by whenever you feel like it. Jacob, yes, I'm talking about you, Mr. Whenever I feel like it, Mr. I watch, but I don't always comment. You don't qualify because you're getting yours already. All right? So, Jacob, Macafaka, I think you're going to love them when you get them. Y'all stay up. Peace, peace, peace.